Hello and welcome to Mr. Barton's WebWhizz video number 39, where once again I take you on a very quick tour through some of my favourite mathematical websites. Now, this week's website may well not be to everybody's taste, but I absolutely adore it, and I think if used in the right way, it can be a fantastic teaching and learning tool. What is this website, I hear you ask? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's give it a bit of a Google. So if you Google dynamic, I'm just going to check my spelling there, maths. Now that is too vague and it'll give you too many returns. So if you add in a bit of worksheets, that should filter things down a bit. And the one you want is here. Its web address is dynamicmaths.co.uk. So you can just type that straight in if you want. And if we give it a click, up it pops. Now this is a brand new website to me. It only went live as of July 2012 and I discovered it over the summer. And basically what it is, it's a series of free interactive Excel worksheets. Now I know what you're thinking I've seen all this before, and to be honest with you I have as well, but I have never seen the quality and the breadth of coverage as I have when I visited this website. It's absolutely phenomenal. Let me show you what I mean. Now you can search through them by math topic. So if I just click that and say I wanted a worksheet on fractions, you can also filter it down by Scottish qualification level and curriculum for excellence, but I just tend to go through the maths topic thing, and they are all your worksheet on fractions with little descriptions next to them. Now as I say, they're Excel worksheets, and if you click the link here you can download them all for free. What I've done is I've just picked out a smattering across the kind of wide range of topics just to show you, and then you can nip back to the site and download to your heart's content. So the first one that caught my eye was this, straight line graphs, tables of values and plotting them. Now like any good Excel worksheet, it'll have this option here, generate new sheet, and you can click that as many times as you want. You can generate as many new examples as you like, but it's better than that because there's lots of extra options. If you don't want just 0, 1, 2, 3 in the table, take that off, generate new sheet, and you get different numbers. If you want to allow some negative numbers into the mix, click that and you've got negative numbers there. If you want to show answers to check your students have got it right, click that and you'll do that, and then your students can practice either coming up to the board to draw these, or if you print these out as actual worksheets, they can do them on their sheet themselves. Now I'm going to talk about different ways of using these worksheets in your lessons a little bit later on in the video, but for now let me spin on and show you a few more of the offerings. So that was straight line graphs, if I don't say that. This is really nice, a nice little introduction to inverse operations. Again, generate as many new sheets as you like, and students have to fill in the gaps. If you've got too many questions there with 54, just reduce it. That's not a problem to this worksheet. If you don't want some multiplying and dividing, you want to keep it just adding and subtracting, again, that's not a problem. Loads of options. Level of difficulty, do you want to increase the sizes there, decrease them, make them a little bit simpler? Do you want to allow harder take away and divide questions where the first number's unknown? Not a problem. Everything's possible with this worksheet. Absolutely fantastic. So there's that one there, and of course if you want to show the answers, there are all the answers there for you to check. Don't save that. Again, it's not limited to simple topics. What about these? Simplifying surds. Just a simple one. Generate new sheets as many times as you like. And when you're ready, show the answers. Simple, just saves you a load of time in terms of either preparing questions yourself or getting them from a textbook. Don't save that. Look at this one, I think it's absolutely fantastic. This compound interest, some really nice compound interest questions just for practicing students are happy using the formula. But you can mix it up a little bit. Is it just find the balance at the end, or do you want to just find the interest at the end, or do you want a mixture of both? Do you want to increase the questions? Do you want to decrease the questions? And what about this? Increase or decrease the number of years, the maximum thing you start with, the whole number of percentages, or do you want to mess them up a little bit? Allow months as a unit of time. Loads of ways just to filter it down. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. I shall keep going. What I've done is, for my own personal use, is I downloaded the entire dynamic maths worksheet, and they are your list of all your topics that you've got, and I've just broken them down into sections. And you'll notice in here as well, look at this, complex numbers. So if you're teaching the post 16 further maths, then you've got that, finding modulus and arguments of numbers. And yeah, just change your number of questions, change the absolute value, generate as many new questions as you like. There's just loads and loads and loads of stuff here to download. Now, A resource like this is only as good as how it's used, and I think there are two main ways of using this. There's the way that's kind of suggested by the website, which is to print these off as actual worksheets for your students, maybe as starters or homeworks or revision activities or something like that, and that's certainly really, really useful. They come out dead nice on A4. However, I think that's kind of doing them a bit of a disservice. I love using these on the interactive whiteboard, just popping them up at the start of a lesson or at the end of a lesson, get students to copy the questions down in the books, solve them, and then let's check them and go through them. If you've got an interactive whiteboard like a smartboard or a Promethean, you can get students up using the pen tool, writing their answers on and then quickly checking them. You can mix it up with a game of bingo or something. Can anybody answer question 7? Can anybody answer question 9? Get some kind of team games involved. There's just so much potential with stuff like this, and it really is a time saver, the fact that answers are generated. And of course you don't get all the working out, but that's no problem at all, because if your students have all got the right answers, you don't need to really go back over how they've got to them. But if they haven't got the right answers, then you can crack open a new blank sheet or something like that and go through the questions. It's just a really good AFL technique for checking students' understanding, and I just think it's phenomenal. So there it is, dynamic maths worksheets, all for free. There's a donate option there, and I've certainly donated because it's a fantastic resource. And I'll be back with a fresh new WebWhizz video next time. Bye for now.